Yeah.
But when someone goes, oh, God, well, it was so awful for me.
Yep.
And then you go, oh.
Parents, with all your knowledge and hindsight, what do you wish you could tell yourself 2 months before the birth of your first child? Because I reckon after parenting and raising a few kids, you'd think back to your younger self and go, oh, you're in for a wild ride. Here's something to keep in mind.
Do you think that that's the case with everything? Like you kind of think, oh, if I had my time again,
Yep.
and I went back, I'd probably wouldn't have done that thing. Or next time I do that, I'll make sure I prepare,
Yep.
I think it's even things like, I don't know, you go to the beach and you go,
Yep.
next time I'll make sure that I take that little thing so that it makes it a bit easier, whatever.
So for people who aren't parents, have a think about if you were 2 months out from having a child,
Hang on.
how much would you be shitting yourself?
Yeah, I'd be nervous.
Be
Sorry, I was
nervous?
just imagining having a baby in my tummy.
What would you be thinking? Anything and everything?
Why the fuck am I doing this? Is probably what I'd be thinking. I'd be like,
You'd be freaking the fuck out?
I was pretty fucking
Specific,
convinced
clear.
that I wasn't going to have a child. I think it's just the looming, like the time ticking down would be really freaking me out. I'd be really nervous about the birth.
I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, I
from
think.
the birth giver's point of view. Obviously
Yeah.
a bit different from my side, being like, yeah, that's going to suck, bro.
But like, well, what are you thinking? As a dad, because there's
Yep.
probably people that are listening that go, oh, well, I have kids and I was the dad or the non-birther.
So
what does that feel like?
For me, it's just thinking about what Bridget needs.
Yep.
And also, and probably more important, what doesn't Bridget need right now?
Sure.
So there are a few things and I go, oh, yeah, you could help with that or you could do that. But is that what you need to be doing when you're 33 weeks pregnant? You know what I mean? And I go, you know what? Let me take it off your hands. You know what? We can hire someone for that. You know what? That can wait.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, that's not pressing.
Yeah, how do we just minimize? Like, I just want you chilling out and staying calm and relaxed.
And also enjoying it. Like, enjoy being pregnant and enjoy the last, little bit of time while it's just the three of you, BJ, and Bridget.
Yep. Now, speaking of what you don't need,
Yeah.
mothers.
Oh. Well, lucky for me.
No, I mean, like, this is the start of a new sentence.
sorry.
So, no, you definitely need mothers.
Grammar is important. Oh. Well, then I'm fucked.
Mothers, stop freaking out pregnant women by telling them your traumatic as fuck birth story. They're already freaking out already. Bridget's got 2 months to go. She's freaking. And everyone she met like, oh, good luck with the birth. Mine was fucked. I bled through my asshole and died for 27 hours and had to be revived. And she's like, there's one thing to be like aware of the scenarios and like knowing what could happen. But there's also a line where it's like, don't fucking tell me this.
People also just have no tact when they do, like
No filter.
Yeah, it's almost as if like if you were having a child for the first time, right, which is the situation that Bridget finds herself in, and she talks to someone, they go, oh my God, how far out are you? And then she goes, oh, I'm like 2 months away or whatever, and they go, oh, you know what I wish I'd done? That's totally different.
Yeah.
But when someone goes, oh, God, well, it was so awful for me. Like, I think there's a way of kind of phrasing it, but it's just that people go, oh, my God, well, here's what I did. Yeah, no filter.
Yep.
And then you go, oh, could you give me advice instead of like a horror
Scaring
story?
the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So, Bridget...
People, it's like the coincidence thing. People love talking about themselves.
Bridget got asked by someone, oh, how are you going?
Yeah.
She goes, oh... So just kind of being polite. She didn't really know this, but so far so good. And she goes, and this other person goes, oh, just wait. You know, like who's that helping?
That's really all. And it's have you also copped a lot of like, oh, enjoy your sleep while you can? You know, I feel like that's like a classic before people. Yeah.
So
you know,
Dill,
you
who
can,
is
you
in the
can be
building.
tired without having a baby. Like you.
Yeah,
like,
I'm tired now.
You know,
Get your sleep while you can. I'm not. I'm actually quite busy.
everyone's tired.
I'm trying to cram in as much shit I can before the
baby
baby's here. So
comes.
I've never worked harder.
Yeah.
Get your sleep while you can. Well, no.
That's already not happening, dude.
No. So the other day, Bridget is getting a wax.
Yep.
And, small talk with the...
Yeah.
What do they call it? Beautician?
And it's always
Waxologist?
awful. Waxologist.
What are they?
I like
Is it a
that.
beautician?
We're calling it a waxologist.
A waxologist.
Unless you've been going to someone for a long time,
Yep.
the chat is always awkward.
Yep.
And you know what's worse is when you've gone to someone maybe 2 or 3 times and they go, "What was it you did for work?" Like they're trying, but you know that I don't remember. Or they go, "Oh, what was your partner's name?" and stuff like that, and you just go, "I know you couldn't give a fuck," and that's actually fine.
And you see 100 people a day. I don't expect you to remember, but
Yeah.
so Bridget is kind of doing this dance, and because she's 33 weeks, she
has a belly.
She's
and
clearly pregnant.
Yes.
And so obviously, how's it all going? How are you?
Yeah.
Is the room ready?
Yeah.
What hospital are you going
Just
to?
those classic, easy kind of questions. Yeah.
So she's on the table getting a wax, and so it's already like, whoosh, oh, yeah, how are you feeling? Oh, yeah, I'm just so calm.
You kind of try to breathe through the pain, and yeah.
The lady goes, which hospital? Bridget goes, Mercy. Goes, oh, me too. Let me tell you what happened with me, and tells the most horrific story ever. And Bridget can't leave. She can't look away. You can't just go, oh, can you mind us, whatever. And then she's like, yeah, so I was really bad and fucked my back. And I had to get 34 stitches to, reconnect bloody all my bits. It was all fucked. And then looks down at where she's waxing and goes, yep, it's not going to look like that. Not anymore, sweetheart.
Okay, please don't point at my vagina. I'm feeling very vulnerable.
Enjoy that while I can.
See, the filter, gone.
I don't want to know that your vagina and asshole was the same thing for a few hours there.
Yeah.
That's not important to me right now.
But it's
And
also,
I'm hoping it's not going to happen to
it's
me.
actually just not my business.
It's
Feel free to not tell me.
It is so far away from my business.
Yeah. Fuck. Even though you're in my business at the
Your
moment.
hands are on my business.
But
we have separate businesses.
people just
So
love
you're
talking
up
about
there on the
themselves.
stirrups? Or how do you use it work when you get in the wax?
You normally just your knee, like they say put your heels to your bum is what they say. So your knees are like in the air.
Oh, so you're like in the fetal position.
Yeah, but on your back, not on your side. Yeah, that's normally what they do.
That's a really...
It's, yeah, because it has to be open, and then normally, like, they kind of go, oh, and can you, like, pop your hands, like just above your vagina to, like, so that you're kind of sitting in, like, a relaxed way, but they're, like...
When you say relaxed way, I'm sure that's the most awkward sort of...
Oh, it is so awkward.
Yep.
It's really awkward.
Yep. And so this girl is... Oh, let me tell you what I think about this.
Because I'm looking at your vagina, not your face.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm like...
Oh, yeah, that's not too... Well...
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I mean, mine used to be nice too. Like, ooh, it's the filter and just not thinking about what you're saying. So when...
Do they think they're, like, helping?
I think it's probably a bit of camaraderie.
Yeah.
I think it's like we have been in or you will be in the same situation I was. Let me because I guess it's like the realness of like,
the sisters are in this together.
Yeah, like I think there is a bit of coincidence almost of like, oh my God, well, I've had a baby. Let me tell you. But instead of it being like, oh, make sure you've got a long phone charger. I read that a lot. Make sure Bridget's got a long phone charger.
Will do.
Because you can't like lean over the bed.
Yep.
But I think it's a bit of camaraderie.
Okay.
You're saying like, oh, maybe tell me the good thing.
Or just keep it light and bright.
Yeah. So.
Just say good luck. I don't actually know you. You're just waxing me for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Feel free to not.
I can ask my friends, but like if I don't ask, don't just...
You're a stranger.
Freely give advice about my vagina.
Yeah, like unsolicited advice. So this is kind of the opposite situation. So my mum passed away like almost 10 years ago now. She had a brain tumor.
Yeah.
And she was really unwell for about 11 months. We were going in and out of the hospital a lot.
Yep.
So she lots of people when they do chemotherapy, you can kind of go in and be a day patient. So you kind of go in the morning,
do your
chemo and then you go home. The chemo that she was doing was really intense and just
thought of commute going in each day, like what?
Well,
when you've got 0% energy.
Well, because I think it kind of varies from person to person, depends on what drugs of chemo you're having and whatever. And yeah, I guess just affects everyone differently. Yeah. But for Mum, she actually had to be an inpatient. She couldn't do it daily. The routine was that she would go in, she would do chemo for 2 days, and then you couldn't visit her for 2 or 3 days because she would just be knocked out.
Yeah.
Throwing up, like couldn't eat, and her immunity would be at its lowest, so you couldn't go in and bring germs in. And then she'd kind of come back around maybe a day later, and then you could kind of go back and visit her. And she was allowed to like have her curtains open and stuff. So it was kind of, she'd come back 2, and then when they signed her off, you get to take her home. And then she'd have 2 days at home, and then you take her back to the hospital. Like, so it was like non-stop. It was very, very intense. But because we were going in and out so much, in the oncology ward at the Hollywood Hospital, we got to know all of the nurses pretty much.
Of course.
And like when my mum was, you know, quite like her last visit in hospital, I'll say, they like painted her nails.
That's nice.
And like went in there and like massaged her hands and talked to her and stuff.
Tried to make the last few moments
just as comfortable as possible. And this one day, this was probably maybe 2 months before my mum died. So she wasn't like in a coma or anything. She was still kind of with it, and she was still chatting, but she was just a bit like kooky.
Yeah.
And we had this nurse come in who like we'd never met before. Yeah. And my mum, she's very like, as horrible as this sounds, like very clearly like near the end.
Yeah.
And we're all in there and whatever. And this nurse comes in.
Oh my God, what's about to happen? What the fuck?
This nurse comes in and she goes, "Oh, all your family's here, isn't that lovely?" And Mum goes, "Yeah, this is my daughter Toni and whatever." Yeah. And I think one of my sisters might have been there, and she goes, this woman goes, "Oh, what is it you're in for? Like, what is it that you're sick with? And like, what kind of cancer do you have?" Yeah. And my mum goes, or one of us said, like, she has CNS lymphoma, she has a brain tumour. Yeah. And she goes, "I wouldn't worry because I had a brain tumour a few years ago and I'm fine." And my mum is like quite clearly about to die. And like she's not well.
Don't worry about it. Well, where are we right now?
Yeah. She's looking poor, like she's very pale, very weak. We're all sitting around her, like enjoying our last moments.
Oh my fucking God!
And this nurse goes, I actually made it through a brain tumor, and good on you.
Hey,
that's amazing. Yeah. I wish that my mum was telling that story. Maybe not in such an abrupt way, but like.
Have you considered not working here in the hospital and being a waxer where Bridget lives? Because maybe that's the attitude she wants.
Or maybe like a motivational speaker.
Yeah. Or maybe just shut the fuck up.
Just the fact that she's like, you know what, I lived through a brain tumor. I think you'll be fine. And I was like, yeah, I think we're past that. Like, we were past the point of like being like, maybe it's. We were kind of like, we know.
If there was a skerrick of hope, we would take that skerrick. Yeah. But the skerrick.
You actually are probably 3 months too late for this like rousing speech.
Fucking hell. Did anyone respond?
And I was just like. And I think everyone was just and my mum again was kind of in and out. And
did she hear that?
I actually don't even know.
Oh, I was actually planning on dying tomorrow, but now that you've said that,
you know what? That's the perk I needed. Yeah. I'm okay.
I'm back, baby.
It's dissolved out. It's gone. And I think that I was kind of like, that's amazing. Like, thank you so much. Like, I'm actually trying to enjoy the last moments with my mother, kind of thing. And she goes, honestly, like, and now I'm a nurse. Look at me. It changed my life, changed my outlook. And, you know, now I live every day as if it's my last. And I was like, this actually might be my fucking mum's last. So if you could fuck off.
I am living today as it's my last because I've got about 47 minutes left before I'm fucking out of here.
I think it might be today.
Fuck, look at the time.
Oh,
I got to get going.
The parking.
The traffic on the way up there. I'm going to get caught in that shit.
I don't want to get left at the pub on the way.